Hi everybody. Here's a brief video on how to interpret a regression equation. So a regression equation, sometimes known as the line of best fit, is an equation that attempts to predict as best as possible another variable. So in this case, we use information from variable x to try to predict variable y. Now I said best. What does best mean? We define best as taking the difference between our prediction and the actual prediction, which comes in here, this epsilon term, also known as the error term. That is the error in our prediction. We take that, we square it, and then we minimize it. And that's through a process that you may learn in a math stats class, taking the derivative, setting it equal to 0, solving for the value of x, and then taking the second derivative, plugging in that value of x, and seeing if it's negative. That tells you whether or not you've minimized a function. But we won't get into the math behind that in too much detail here, but I wanted to talk about interpreting the equation. So what this equation tells us is that our variable y can be explained by a constant term, that's beta 0, and then also our variable x multiplied by a coefficient, in this case represented by beta 1, and then of course our error term. Beta 1 is the marginal effect of a change in x on our y. That is our dependent variable, the variable that we are trying to explain. So for a 1 unit change in x, we can expect y to change by beta 1. So whatever number from a regression equation is in the place of beta 1. We might look at something like money spent on advertising and how that affects sales. So depending on how we have our x, the units of our x probably is in dollars. Beta 1 would tell us for $1 additional spent on advertising, we would expect a beta 1 change in sales. Beta 1 could be positive or negative. That is to say, the effect of x on y, increase in x might make x go up. It could also might make y go up. It might also make y go down. It just depends on the value of beta